Still I'm at it, peel the plastic off it, you can feel the magic. Still I'm laughing at the critics talking, I can see them gagging. When I'm back in the back of my city, back in the back with a batch of...
It's your boy And The Verdict Is, and we're back at it with another review. Today we're going to be reviewing the new $53 million in debt album, The Life of Pablo. So let's go. The production on this album was very diversified, ranging from the lower tempo mellow beats of Real Friends to the up-tempo booming beats of Fade and Father Stretch My Hands. I feel like adding an iconic producer of this age such as Metro Boomin was a really nice touch onto the album, and he produced probably one of, if not the best song on the entire project. And he's more becoming an iconic producer, as when you hear his signature introduction, you know the song itself is going to be very well produced. The features on this album were excellent. You can tell all the features on this album were really well planned out, and all the songs every artist appeared on really complemented their style and made the song better than it already was, possibly. I feel like the best feature on this album was Chance the Rapper on Ultralight Beam, and a close second would probably be Kendrick Lamar. I feel like all of the artists that were featured on this album were excellent. Hell, even the fake Future that was on this album actually had a very good verse, and I feel like Kanye really chose well on all the features he decided to have on this album, so hats off to Kanye for having excellent features on this project. My favorite songs on this project were Father Stretch My Hands, Fade, Real Friends, Ultralight Beam, and No More Parties in LA. Father Stretch My Hands is really like, by itself, it's like a borderline masterpiece. I mean, the vocals on it just blew me away, and Chance the Rapper's verse was some of the best rapping I've heard from him in a while. And as for Real Friends, it was a really deep personal piece about Kanye and his past, and Ty Dolla $ign had some excellent vocals at the end just to add on to that. And No More Parties in LA, ironically sounding more of a party song, was also very catchy. Kendrick Lamar's verse being very good as well, but in my opinion Kanye's was a little better. And as for Father Stretch My Hands and Fade, I feel like those were both very catchy party songs you can listen to in the car, get you turned up, you know, all that good stuff. Metro Boomin, very good job. Kid Cudi, also very good as well. I think he really rebounded himself after the flop of an album he recently had. The worst songs on the album, to just name a few, would be Wolves, 30 Hours, and Famous. My main beef with these songs and a lot of other songs on the album, those were just the three worst in my opinion. There was a lot of other songs that really rubbed me the wrong way, but just to elaborate on why I don't like them is just the overboard, horrible auto-tune used on practically almost more than at least 70% of the songs on the album. In fact, there was so much of it at many points that I couldn't tell if I was listening to T-Pain or Kanye West. It was awful. It really ruined the experience for me, as well as some of the god-awful lines, the one about the model and asshole bleaching and having sex with Taylor Swift and Ray J, being friends with Ray J. It was all just so horrible and just self-absorbed, as we know Kanye can definitely get. I mean, honestly, some of these songs were worse than his Twitter rants, in my opinion. A 6 out of 10. I really think this was an underwhelming project for Kanye West. Not as bad as Yeezus was, but still an underwhelming, bad project he's put out. There was a couple saving graces in the album, such as Ultralight Beam, and I think those brightened up the experience and got my mind off the asshole bleaching. But overall, it was just a bad project. I mean, Kanye is really kind of screwed himself over, especially releasing the album on Tidal. No wonder he's $52 million in debt. Nobody wants to use Tidal. Put it on iTunes like every other normal artist would. I mean, It was just a really interesting move. I really never heard of an artist exclusively releasing his album on Tidal of all things. In fact, I had never heard of Tidal until Kanye had mentioned it, which is honestly the funny part. But I don't want to sit here ranting for too long and take up all of your time, so I'm going to wrap this up. This has been an And the Verdict Is review. I'm signing off for now, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.